There are countries where believing a certain way is a punishable offense. There are countries where you can be killed just because you choose not to conform. These countries have many names, but the ones who flee from them are called refugees.
The subject of asylums and refugees has always been a controversial topic among nations, but there are two students here at OSU in particular who have witnessed these controversies firsthand.
Patricia Mata moved to the United States at 9 years old after the U.S. granted her and her family an asylum.
The day that changed my life was that it was just this day. I think it was in around November, and I was like, I didn't have school that day for some reason, and my mom, I woke up to my mom crying, and I didn't know why. And she was on the phone with my grandma, and she was like, I don't know what's going on, and she's like, Patricia, wake up. We need to like hide or something. And then I was like, what's going on? So I looked outside the window, and I saw this huge bus full of like military men, and they're all standing there with like huge guns, and this like man was pounding on like my front gate, and he was like, you need to open up, like this is like the government telling you you're the first one to be evicted. I grew up in this house, so it was just kind of really traumatic experience for me, like seeing all my like toys and everything is being packed up in boxes and everything.
Ever since Hugo Chavez became president in 1999, Venezuela has gone downhill. This country's poor political and economical environment is leaving harsh effects on the crime rate, with 82 homicides per 100,000 inhabitants.
People have like no choice other than to like kill each other for food and for anything really. Like they have to find the easiest way to get money, like the craziest things. Like you can be walking down the street, you can't even have a ponytail, like because they will come up behind you and cut off your hair, just like to sell your hair. It's the craziest thing.
Or they would drive by and throw fireworks at our house. So, and that was just 11 years ago. Nowadays, you go out, you wear, I don't know, a gold necklace, and they just take it off your neck and run away. They may actually kill you for your cell phone. You take this out, you're dead. Because this is worth, I don't even know, thousands of dollars.
After Patricia's father, Euclides, was robbed twice at gunpoint, he had had enough and sought to get he and his family a political asylum. And by December 2004, the Matas had finally moved to the U.S. Like Patricia, Marcia Guevara is also from Venezuela. Marcia came to the U.S. 3 years ago to attend college, and her experience in the U.S. has changed her life.
The reason I came here is because I know I couldn't stay back home because it was too dangerous, and I knew that anywhere else I went, I would get a better education than I would back at home. So my parents didn't want me to stay there, and I didn't want to stay. I tried going to Colombia. I didn't like the city I was at, and somehow I ended up here, and I've loved it since the moment I came. I've learned so much, and all the opportunities I've had here are like amazing.
Since both Lisa and Patricia's parents went to college, they've always had a vision for their daughters and their education.
When I was growing up, he would always tell me when I was little, he was like, you don't have to clean anything. You have one job. Make good grades, make it through, go to college.
And today, the vision of their parents is starting to become a reality. Patricia's sister Lisa graduated from the University of Tulsa, and Patricia is set to graduate in the fall of 2017 with a degree in industrial engineering.
Even after 11 years, I identify a lot with what's going on in the Middle East and Syria and the Syrian refugees and stuff. And I think it's really sad that countries are thinking about denying them the right to take refuge in their countries. Just because if that was me 11 years ago, I probably would have been dead, and I probably wouldn't have had the opportunities that I've had now.
Patricia never forgets her experience back in Venezuela and continues to excel in the U.S. She dreams of one day becoming an industrial engineer for Disney and sharing her story with the rest of the world.